today I'm just gonna be talking about this hair, Miink Brazilian. It is. I'm gonna get into all the specs after I show you guys how I constructed this wig. So if you're here to see how I constructed this wig, then you can just keep on following, keep on watching. But if you just wanted to see a review of Miink Brazilian's Russian Blonde, because I have not seen a lot of reviews on this hair. I've only seen reviews on her regular natural colored hair. So if you want to see that, I'll put in the description below what time you should skip forward to so you can get that information. And that's it. Let's get right into it.
Hey my loves. So what I'm showing you right now is the closure. So this is a closure. It is a 4x4 regular lace closure. I already sewed half of it on there, so now I'm just showing you how to sew the other half. I think like there was something that went wrong with me recording it, so my bad, sorry. I meant to show you the whole thing, but hopefully just seeing half of it will make sense. So yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to position it on the wig head first, and then use the T-pins if you have them. If you don't, you can get creative and use like the sewing needles or anything to hold it in place, because that's the most important thing. You want the closure to be held in place before you start sewing, or you will get irritated. Trust me, like that mug just moves and it just like does not align. So what I like to do is I like to sew one side, just sew half of it first, and then sew the other half like you see in this video. Este video. Period. So yeah, I'm just sewing away, doing my thing. Sew that mug on there nice and tight. You want to make sure that the stitches are pretty close together, because you don't have time for your closure to be falling off your wig. Alright, okay. So yeah, that's just what I'm showing you here. But here's a close-up. So this is what the finished product looks like, nice and tight, as you can see. And here I am starting with the tracks. So yeah, you just do the dang thing. You start with the tracks. I like to sew the end a few times, do a little surgeon's knot. Surgeon's knot just means that you tie it twice basically at the end. So you just want to like really concentrate on the ends being secure. So you want to like tie a couple knots, and then as you see, I'm sewing through the tracks. I'm not tying a knot every single time. I am putting my needle through the loop. Put your needle through the loop, okay? So that will automatically make one knot. Then once you get to the end, you can, do a little surgeon's knot, tie it a couple times, and snip. So personally, I do not like sewing through the wefts. That's number one. Number two, I like to double up my tracks so it could hide the tracks. Because usually, back in the day when people used to do single tracks, people's tracks be showing and it's ratchet. So let's not do that. And I know a lot of people don't like to cut their weave at the end. I do know that people like to do like the fold over method, but that's dead to me. I don't like that, because like, I don't know, it's like sometimes it's bulky and it just takes extra work to try to get it to be flat. So one day I just decided, like, girl, why are you doing this? Just cut the hair. Like, it's not gonna shed that much. It might be a little bit of shedding from where you cut it, obviously, because you cut the weft, but like, it's really not that big a deal. I mean, like, I've been wearing this hair and I have not had significant shedding, so like, I don't feel like cutting the wefts is that big a deal at any rate. So yeah, you just see me here just sewing away. So I did want to include like a good amount of how I do this in the video, even though it's kind of like seems like it's repetitive, just because like when I was learning how to sew wigs, I kind of found it annoying when they didn't include a lot of the clips, because they will show you like the back 2 tracks, like what I showed you right here, and then they'll show you like the top and be like, okay, we're done. And I'm like, no, like I don't know how to position, you know, the rest of the tracks. So that's why I included some of this in here. If you already know how to do that, you know, obviously skip forward to the end. Like, what are you doing? But if not, this is what I'm trying to show you here. So like I started in the back, and I kind of started as like 2 straight lines, and then as you get higher, you're gonna want to start curving it. So it's not gonna be like straight lines anymore. It's gonna be kind of like a U shape. So you'll see how I do it right here. And another thing, I do have these T-pins. If you have a mannequin head, I suggest getting these T-pins, because they're so helpful to just like keep the hair in place, and it just keeps you on track. Your wig is like more well constructed, especially if you're making this for other people. I used to sell wigs, and like, you know, you don't want to make like a raggedy wig that got like tracks all over the place and like all unorganized. So this is just a good way to keep your work nice and neat, keep you on track. Just do the dang thing. So here I am again. I do not sew through the wefts. I go underneath the wefts, and yeah, just do it. Hey. I think my pins are coming out. Yeah, so with the T-pins, I'll put one on either side, as you saw, and then there's one in the middle, which I'm not sure if you saw, but I was kind of messing with it. One in the middle, just so that they stay in place. Okay, so like I said, I want you guys to see not only how to just do like the back, where it's like super simple, you just add some lines of the tracks. It gets a little more complicated when you have to start curving and make it like the U shape that you see right here with this track that I'm doing right here. So yeah, you're gonna want to eventually make it the U shape, maybe after I'd say like after 2 rows of tracks I started this U shape. And here, funny story, I'm in Atlanta, and so I didn't finish my wig before I came to Atlanta. I had like a lot going on. So the first thing I did when we landed to our destination was I put on my wig, put on my hair tools, and I just started going at it, because I'm like, look, it's summertime, I'm in the A, I'm trying to be cute, and I'm trying to be extra with a blonde wig. So here I am with my blonde wig. Making it. So yeah, with my homegirls, talking, laughing, all that good stuff. So yes, here again you see me doing the U shape yet again. So like I said, after about like 3 rows of like the linear tracks, that's when you're gonna want to start doing the U-shaped tracks all the way up to the top. So I just did what you saw. I did that all the way up to the top. And yeah, this is kind of like the top-ish, middle-ish, because there's still like a nice amount of tracks that I need to add before I get to the closure. So that's what you see me doing here. Don't mind the hair being all raggedy looking. It was stuffed in my suitcase, so it's not as nice as it was when you first saw me sewing in my nice little neat tracks. So yeah, dang, the hair look raggedy. Yikes. Okay, so here we are. So I'm gonna show you how I'm closing. So once you get to this level, you do not want to double your tracks. You want to put the single tracks in so it can lay flat at the top, please, because you do not want your hair looking all bulky and having them humps at the top. Like, oh my goodness, so ugly. Like, do not do that. Don't do that to yourself. So yeah, this is how I do it, and I want to sew it like real close to the closure so that no tracks are showing. You do not want any tracks showing. It is 2020 while your tracks still showing. You see me tying it again with my surgeon's knots. You want to wrap it around the needle a few times. Once you get to the ends, you want to secure them in place. And here you see me doing my happy dance because I'm about to be cute with my new wig. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add an elastic band just to make sure that the fit is tight and it doesn't go anywhere. And now you want to cut inside the dome cap. You want to cut where it is overlapping with the lace, because you want the lace to be exposed so it can look like your scalp, like that. Voila. And then you want to cut the excess lace that's in the front. Boom, boom. And that's it. You guys are gonna see it styled.
Alrighty, so let's get into this review. So I love, like, Miink Brazilian is by far my favorite freaking hair company ever, hands down. It's so silky. It lasts for a very, very long time. Only thing I would say is that over time it does shed, and when I say over time I mean like 6 months plus, because if I'm gonna spend this type of money on this hair, I'm definitely keeping it for a long time. Okay, so after a very, very long time, I would say like after maybe like 6 months or so, the hair does tend to shed a little bit more at the bottom. So like it gets shorter. It gets shorter. If I pay for a 26, I want a 26 the whole time that I have the freaking hair. I don't want it to shrink down to a 24. I don't want a 24. I want a 26. So besides that, I mean, I feel like that's with like a lot of hair companies. But besides that, I 120,000% recommend this hair. So this is my first time trying her 613 hair. I would normally just get the natural black color that, you know, all the weaves come in. And I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen any reviews for it. I was just trying to like look on YouTube to see if it's just as good as the regular hair, or like, since it's blonde, does it shed more? Like, what's the deal? And I couldn't really find anything. So here I am. I'll let you guys know. Right off the bat, I love it. I love it. But first, I'm gonna kind of give you the specs on the hair. So initially I ordered a 22, 24, 26 inches. That's always my go-to. And then for the closure, I usually do a closure. Don't do frontals because my edges are too close to my eyebrows. I can't do frontals. So yeah, that's just my go-to. I think she was out of 22s, so she sent me 2 26s and 1 24 for the same price. Like, I was like, okay, that's nice. But man, if you watched my last video where I mentioned this, that hair, that 26 inches of hair actually turned out to be like almost 30 inches. It was 28 and a half inches when I actually measured it out. And that was just too long. That was too long. Like, I already feel like 26 is like almost pushing it, but like for the hair to come past my behind, all the way past, and then so, like, nah, that was too much. So I did not use the 26 inches or the 29 freaking inches at the bottom, but for me, I actually put the 24 inches at the base, because even the 24 inch, it sits like a 26 inch. Like, this hair is long, very long. So this is the length that I want. I want this. So yeah, I put the 2 26 inch bundles at the top, the 24 inch at the bottom, and I love it like that. So the prices, I will put the prices right here per bundle that I paid, and I'll put the tax and everything so you can just see it all right here. So yeah, her hair is a little pricey. It is a little pricey, but like I said, it's my favorite. Quality is just everything. Longevity, everything is worth your pennies. So yeah, again, like I said, my initial thoughts on the hair, I love it. It feels like the black hair that I normally get from her. I did go ahead and tone this hair using purple shampoo, and I used the watercolor method. And yeah, it's super soft after like washing it and everything. Still really soft, still silky, minimal shedding after washing and manipulating and everything. It doesn't get a lot of shedding. I feel like the part looks very realistic. Like, I don't have any complaints. I have no complaints. The hair came in a timely manner. I mean, I'm in Michigan, and I know that she's based in Michigan, so maybe that's why the hair comes like really fast, like not even a week. And I guess that's about it. That's really it. I can't really say much about the longevity of the blonde hair yet because I just got it. So I guess I'll come back with an update maybe in like a couple months. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I don't know how this is gonna work because I'm definitely not about to show up to the hospital on my clinical rotations with a 26-inch platinum blonde wig in my head. It's just not gonna happen. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be wearing this. Maybe on the weekends, like when I go out and stuff. But I can't wear this in a professional setting. I just can't. Which is messed up because like, just because I'm black, I feel like I can't wear blonde hair in a professional setting. But you know, that's a whole different conversation. So yeah, I hope you guys learned what you wanted to learn. If you're thinking about making a wig, just go ahead and just do it. I mean, it takes practice. Practice makes perfect. So the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. If you have any questions about any of the process or anything, or want to know more about the hair, just leave a comment below. And even if you don't, just go ahead and leave a comment below. Like this video, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that for your girl. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. See you in the next video.